Okay, welcome back to the shop. Welcome back to the channel. This is day 2 on Pinzgauer. Can't read that. It's because it's backwards. It says Pinzgauer to the inside occupants. So this is day 2 of the Pinzgauer, and you might be saying, well, why is it taking you so long to work on this thing? Get it running, get it going, get it out the door. That's what everybody thinks. So yesterday we sucked out all the paper that got ingested into the air-cooled fan system, and I got tons. I filled this bag full of trash that came out of the engine. Pretty incredible. I got the carburetor top off, the air cleaner, the oil bath air cleaner. I got the oil bath air cleaner repaired, new oil filter, new oil in the engine, new fuel filter. And what am I doing underneath the truck? Let's see here. The steering stabilizer came undone. Right here, this is your steering stabilizer. And you can see it's just floating in midair. I didn't know where it went. I think I found the boss for it right here. Of course, it was full of rust. This must not have been attached for a long time. Uh-oh, there's my phone. So I had to tap that out, blind hole, figure out what the thread pitch is, and then realize I don't have a bolt for it. So I'm waiting for the bolt. Let me grab that phone. Okay, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? Oh yeah, this boss right here. Right here? Yeah. Tapped it out, blind hole. I just guessed at what it might be. I figured it's probably a 10 by 1.25 or 1.50, and it was a 1.25. So I got to get the correct bolt for that. That's fixed, but that took a while. And then what else do we do? Let's get over on the other side of the truck. Oh, spark plugs, yeah. So let's see here. We got new spark plugs in it. I'm getting ready to fire it up. It's got dual carburetors. These are the same dual throat carburetors on a Porsche 356, or pretty close. I think they're Zeniths. Does that say? Yep, they're Zeniths. And one of them might be having an issue. Well, I don't know. All the plugs actually looked all right. None of them were fouled, but it doesn't run good. So it could have been because of the paper in the engine. I don't know. I got all the wax cleaned up that was on the floor here that melted from our heat. Well, let's fire it up, shall we? Let me get into this thing. I took the seats out, so I'm sitting on the frame. We gotta get in here. I gotta turn the battery on. It's behind the seat. Okay, it should be on. Let's see if we got dash lights. Turn my starter. What's going on here? Okay. Yes, we got dash lights. So it should fire. It's got about 5 quarts of oil in it. That should be all right. Let's see what happens here. Let's do a little choke. See what she sounds like. Running. Actually runs pretty good. Runs really good, actually. Huh. Okay, so you can get a pretty good view of the engine, and now that it's off, you can actually hear my voice. So it's dual carburetors. The customer is sure there's something wrong with one of the carburetors. I'm not so sure. We did have a float issue about a year ago. I replaced the floats in either both of them or one of them, I can't remember. I think they need to be synchronized. I gotta let this thing run for probably a half hour and see if something starts leaking, but I don't see anything wrong. Those are great carburetors. So let's get the oil up where it should be. Let's let it run, maybe drive it, put the hatch on. We may have to make another video because I don't know how long this is gonna take, but really a cool engine. You can see the rocker assemblies and these valve covers. There's 4 independent rocker covers. Spark plugs are between the rocker covers, and it's a Hemi basically, somewhat. Intake on one side, exhaust on the other. It's got a really cool exhaust header down there, if you can see that. This is the shifter. I'm moving the shifter here. See that big bar? It looks like an exhaust tube. That's actually the shifter. Just really cool engineered truck. I'm glad to be able to work on something like this. So stay tuned for a little more in depth on this thing, and we'll get her back on the road and maybe test out the 6-wheel drive. Wouldn't that be cool? Let's get it in the sun here. Who doesn't love looking at a Pinzgauer? It is so ugly, it's beautiful. Oh, I love it.